All right. And who is Deshaun? That was his brother. All right. Did there come a time when you were arrested in Texas with a gun? Yes. All right. Well, and you mentioned another shooting in an apartment complex. Yes. Without saying who was involved, what happened there? Just some Texas guys really upset because we had opened up shop in their apartment complex and pretty much made them migrate to the back of the apartments, and we had the front of the apartments. And what were you all selling? We were selling heroin, and just pretty much heroin and ecstasy. All right. Tell the jury about how you got arrested with a gun in Texas. I was following on Renee Knockham while he was on a four-wheeler on the southwest side. And who's Renee Knockham? That's T-Bone's big brother. All right. And what happened? The police put on their lights, so I pulled over to the right and let them pass me, and they had Renee up. What do you mean they had Renee up? You know, they made him get off the four-wheeler and Renee on the neutral ground with the four-wheeler, and they had their doors open like diagonal style in the middle of the street with both of their doors open. And what happened to Renee? They cuffed him and questioned him and put him in the police car. And what happened to you? I was just waiting until the police closed their doors so I can pass. Because the way they was on a diagonal slant, I couldn't pass with both of their doors open. So when a policeman turned around on me and asked me what I'm waiting for, I said, I'm waiting for you all to, close the door so I can keep going. Then he like, you with him? I'm like, nah, I'm not with him. You know him? I said, no, He asked Renee, and Renee told him I was with him. His story was different from mine, so his police cuffed me. All right, and were you in possession of a gun that day? No, it was in the middle of the console in the car. I didn't have it on me personally, but I was in possession of it because the person who the gun was for, the car was in his name. And by me being on supervised release, the paper, I thought that's the way I could beat the gun charge. If the car and the gun registers to the same person, and if I ever get pulled over, I could say, oh, that's his gun. I know it was locked in the middle console. But I had the gun for my protection, yeah. All right. What happened to the police? Did you give them your real name? No. What did you do? I do what Freaky told me to do. He told me, our fingerprints ain't coming back since Katrina. So I went for the little stupid lie, thinking that's the only way he came home, Nobody really gonna question Freaky, you know what I'm saying? So I gave him my brother's name and told him my name was Kyle Reed. And what happened after that? They brought me to jail under Kyle Reed. Okay. Later, did they figure out your real name? Yes, before I even much got processed. Okay. And what happened after that? They just still let me go as Kyle Reed because that's the alias I used. Did eventually the feds figure out who you were? Yeah, they figured out who I was after I had pled guilty to a Class A first-time misdemeanor under Kyle Reed. I got extradited to Oklahoma and back to New Orleans for violating my supervised release in Judge LaMelle's section. From pleading out to the gun, 24 months. They didn't come get me until I had 4 months left in Beaumont and superseded me for the gun in 2007. All right. So ultimately, you ended up pleading, I guess, guilty to a misdemeanor as Kyle Reed in state court? Yeah, first offense. All right. And then later to a felony as Washington McCaskill in federal court? Yes. For the same gun? Yes. And how much time did you end up doing on the federal gun on this case? They gave me 37 months to run concurrent with my 24 months. But there wasn't nothing to run concurrent with my 24 months because I had did my 24 months by the time I was sentenced on August 8th, 2008. Okay, when were you released from federal prison? 2010. And when did you come home to New Orleans? 2011, in January. Would you recognize some surveillance photos of you near 2nd and Prior if I showed it to you? Yes. I'm going to move to publish. It's already been admitted. 324D. Do you know who that is? Yes. All right, who's that? That's me. Can you tell who that is? T-Bone. Can you tell who that is? Freaky. Can you tell who that is? Yeah. Who's that? AD. Okay. When you came back to New Orleans, where did you start living? I wasn't really living around there yet. I was going back and forth from New Orleans to Houston. Okay. What were you doing for a living at this time? Nothing. Just making my rounds in the city and collecting money. Collecting dope from people I knew who was doing good or hustling. All right. Did you get in touch with Merle? Yes. All right. And what did you and Merle talk about? I went downtown first by my son and asked his sister-in-law to get his number for me and let him know I was home. She got in touch with him. He told me he was uptown on Broadway in Earhart. And did you go see Merle? Yes. All right. And is that Merle right there? Yes. All right. And what did you and Merle talk about? Just hollering at him, asking him what's up with little man, how little went to jail. Just trying to find out what happened, like trying to, Did Merle tell you he now had a relationship with the guys off 3rd and Galvez? I had already knew that from them guys I had seen before I saw him, because Weefus and Freaky brought me around there. Okay. And what did you understand the relationship between Merle and 3rd and Galvez to be? It was a relationship like me and him had for a long time, Can you describe your relationship with a guy named Plucky? It wasn't no good relationship. All right. Why did you and Plucky not like each other? Because a partner of mine named Clifford Falk got killed in Florida, and a guy named Boogie killed him. So when I called Boogie and tried to kill him, Plucky got my business and started shooting at me. Okay. And when did that happen? Like 2002. When you came home, did you ever see Merle and Plucky together? I saw them that day. All right. And tell the jury what happened. I was talking to Merle, and then I was telling him about this dude named Jerry Cutno, Pa. Him and Plucky and them should know, a little dude got a lot of time in the feds. And Plucky walked up, and when my eyes adjusted, I took the white hat I had off my head and put it in my back pocket and started clutching on the 45 and told Merle to get out of the way. All right. And what did Merle do? He was like, no, what's going on? I said, that's the mother sucker that shot at me. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to kill Boogie, man. What are you doing around here? What kind of games you all playing with me? I just started tripping. All right. And what did Merle do? He kept telling me, no, not right here, man. Not right here. No, man, chill out. And he told Weefus and them to get me from around there. What happened later? Did you all ever talk about Plucky again? Yeah. All right. What did you all discuss? He was dead. Okay. What did Merle tell you about that? The field goal good. You can come back to the city. Because after the incident when we went by his mama, I told him, I'm not fucking with him. I'm not with you, man. You hanging with this dude and he tried to kill me. I'm not trusting that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming back down here until something happened to him, or just you can keep him down there. I'm going home. All right. And what did Merle say to that? He like, man, cool. Nigga, we gonna take care of that, man. Judge, I object. What year are we talking about here? We talking about 2011. I just want to make an objection. This is hearsay. I don't think that there's an adequate predicate to show that Mr. McCaskill is a member of this conspiracy, or that this statement is during and in furtherance of the conspiracy. Sustained. Lay a foundation. Mr. McCaskill, I've sustained it. Thank you, Judge. Lay a foundation. Did you sell drugs to Merle O'Fray? Yes. Okay. You had a pre-Katrina, correct? Yes. All right. And did you sell drugs with his people after Katrina? Yes. All right. Did you commit murders with members of his organization? Yes. Did you consider yourself part of his organization? Yes. All right, go ahead. All right, so what was Merle telling you about Plucky? Just fall back. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take care of it. Okay. What was the next communication you got from Merle about Plucky? Well, I was calling him every day to let him know what I was doing in Houston. And he kept asking me, did I still have some of the money he gave me? And I told him, yeah, I was good, man. And how much money did he give you when you saw him? He gave me $10,000 by his mama house. All right, so you all are talking. And then when does he mention Plucky again? He called me on Super Bowl Sunday, 2011. All right, and what did he say? The field goal good. You can come back to the city. And I'm like, what you talking about? He like, man, you know I ain't gonna talk on this phone. Come back to the city and I'm gonna tell you. All right, and what did you interpret that to mean? I didn't really know what he was talking about until I pretty much went to fishing around and calling different places to find out what's going on in the city. All right, what did you hear about Plucky? Freaky told me he was dead. He out of there. You can come back down. After you knew Plucky was gone and Merle told you the field goal was good, did you come back to New Orleans? Yeah,